Okay, so today we will discuss about today we will discuss about the 2019 paper. Yeah, a bit messy at the beginning, but I hope everything will be good. So yeah, let's have a look on this paper first. Let me just scroll down, but it doesn't. Yeah, always give me so many technical issues. Just give me a moment. Why my paper is not moving at all? Okay. Yeah, I hope no more technical issue. Right, so yep. So let's have a look on the first questions. Yeah, the first question is they tell you set A is multiply of 3 and set B is multiply of 4. Whenever you want to start to do all this setting, always check the universal set over here. Yeah, the universal set over here basically is from 1 to 20. The important tips over here is check this sign without the equal. So that means the universal set does not include the 1 and 20. That means if I say it's all the integer, then you will start from 2 and up to 19. But over here, actually, they doesn't say about integer or anything, but A is multiply of 3. So if I want to work out A quickly, I can do like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And B is multiply of 4, then we know it's 4, 8, 12, 16. Because 20 doesn't include, because the sign don't have the equal sign over here, so this is the only thing I have. So number of A, you have how many A here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So equals to 6. So A intersect B is you need to find how many number they are actually intersect each other. Alright, so yeah, I try to find some number they share in the common. I only can find 1. So yeah, I guess it's only 1. Alright, so quite simple. Okay, on the Venn diagram below, draw the set P, Q, R, and P is a subset of Q. What does it mean by subset? Subset basically mean P is inside the Q. That means Q actually will be outside of the P. So this is how we do P is a subset of Q. And then another information, what is this? This one is empty set. Empty set means what? Empty set means they does not intersect each other. So Q and R does not intersect. So that means R must be somewhere here. Yep, just like that. It's quite simple. Alright, so then using the set notation, describe the area, the shaded area in the Venn diagram below. So this one is very obvious. You can see the area, the shade is basically outside of S and T, isn't it? So what I will do is S union T will be everything S and T. I will add a complement for it, mean everything outside of S union T. Alright, so yeah, this one might be a little bit hard. So the first thing is I will do the X intersect Y first. X intersect Y basically is this part, right? And then I will union with, I want this part also, right? X intersect Z. So this is how I can quickly write out the set notation over here. Alright, so let's move on to the next questions. Alright, so modulus. Basically, in IG you have two types of the modulus graph here. One is inside the modulus will be linear. The other type will be inside the modulus, it will be quadratic. Alright, so for linear, the shape of the graph is quite obvious. You will just get a V shape, and then the vertex over here is on the x-axis. For quadratic, right, you will get something look like W. Yeah, these two type of the shape is fixed already, so you can just follow over here. And over here, this one is the x-intercept also. Okay, what do I mean by linear? Linear means the highest power of the x inside the modulus is x power 1. So maybe it's something like 3x minus 4. This is linear. If quadratic must be something like 3x squared minus 4. That means the highest power inside the bracket is power 2. So this is what do we mean by quadratic. Alright, so in this case, you can check inside the modulus here, the highest power of x is 2. So therefore, I know actually right now we have to draw the second type. Okay, because it's a quadratic. So Okay, for quadratic, normally what we will do is the question always asks you to find the curve which will meet the coordinate axis. That means you need to find x-intercept and y-intercept. How do we find x-intercept? X-intercept basically we make y equal to 0. In order to find y-intercept, we'll make x equal to 0. So the easiest way is I make y equal to 0 first. Then modulus, move to the other side, it just becomes 0. So I can just factorize this thing quickly. This is 2x minus 6, I guess, x plus, oops, let me see. We have 3, right? 3 should be 3 and 1 minus plus. So x is negative 1 over 2 and x equals to 3. So that means I know I should have negative half, which is somewhere here, and 3, which is somewhere here. So I just draw nicely 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 I just slightly further a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3 will be somewhere here. Alright, so this is the intercept, and then you should know the vertex, I mean the maximum point over here, not the maximum point, I can say turning point over here should be between the x-intercept. So therefore, if you want to get a very accurate one, you need to know what is the number between both of them. You can do something like 3 plus negative half divided by 2. So basically you will get 2.5 over 2, which is 1.25. So 1.25 will be somewhere here. Just some estimation. Alright, so then the next thing you will need to do is, this is 1.25, right? So yeah, just draw it. Yeah, you need y-intercept. Y-intercept, you make x as a subject, so you get x equals to 3, alright? So how do I get a y-intercept? I make x 0. So you imagine y equals to 0 minus 3. And modulus negative 3, you get positive 3. So that means it will pass by 3. So I can just draw like this. Okay, I hope I can draw nice. Let me draw nicely a bit. My curve is just terrible. Yeah, somewhere like this. Yep, this one should be positive 3. And then this one should be the maximum here. I mean turning point over here. Still look very bad, so let me just draw again. Yeah, trying to make there look like the turning point. Yeah, and then my 3 should be just touched here. Right, so of course if you have the paper, you should be able to draw it nicer than me. Okay, so yep, so let me move on to the next questions. Yeah, I see a lot of comment over here. Yeah, sir, is the line of symmetry necessary? Sign of symmetry is not necessary. I guess this is how they will give you the mark. The first 1 mark they will give to the shape here. They will give you 1 mark, and then over here the x-intercept should be 2 mark, y-intercept should be 1 mark. Let me just double confirm with you with the marking scheme over here. For the general shapes with the maximum point in the first quadrant. Alright, so basically this one look like the maximum, they will give you one mark. Both of the x-intercept, they will give you 1 mark. Y-intercept over here, they will give you 1 mark. Dependent B1. Okay, and then the last 1 mark is for the shape here. Alright, so I hope should be quite straightforward. Alright, so the absolute value, do you need to trace to the negative graph? I don't think you need negative graph over here. Alright, so is relative velocity going to come out? It's very depend. Yeah, sometimes it will come out, sometimes it will not, but you are very worried about relative velocity. You can always check out my YouTube video. I do about 10 videos about relative velocity. You can go check it out. Yeah, if you want to do the dotted line on the middle, you are fine. They will not minus mark because yeah, it's easier for you to see where is your maximum. Right, so let's move on to the number 3 here. Okay, find the first 3 term in the expansion. Ascending power of this one. So basically you need to do the first 3 term for this one. Should be quite easy. First term is 3 power of 6. Second term is 6c1, 3 power of 5, negative x over 9, power of 1. And then the next term is 6c2, 3 power of 4, and negative x over 9, power of 2. Right, the 5 I prefer you write outside bracket, is look more nicer. And then definitely you need a calculator for this. Okay, so 3 power of 6 here, 729. If you're not sure how to write all these things, you can always refer to the first page. The first page actually have the formula list over there. Alright, so then here I will just type everything. I mean 6c1 times 3 power of 5 here, and then divided by negative 9. Or you can say multiply negative 1 over 9. Yep, because it's over 9 over here, so you basically you get negative 162x, and then I will do the same thing. This one should be plus, so I will do 6c2 multiply 3 power of 4, and then multiply 1 over 81, because 9 squared is 81, right? Then I will get 15, and then this is x squared because you have to square this thing, or else you can just do step by step. It shouldn't be okay. Alright, so next one, they ask about term independent of x. Independent of x means what? Independent of x basically is mean without x. Or you can think is something like constant. Mean when you expand the thing, you might get something like number x power 1, x power 2, x power 3. They want independent of x, that means they only want the term can give you constant value only, mean without x. Okay, so over here, you can realize this term and this term is exactly the same. So I will just copy the first 3 terms, which I already did, because I see the word hang, so I will just copy. Alright, then this is x power of 2. X power of 2 tell me what? X power of 2 tell me I can easily expand it myself. So this one should be x squared minus 4 plus 4 over x squared. Alright, you can just expand this one by open the 2 brackets. So then, okay, right now I want to get constant. So my idea is 729. I should multiply the constant number only because I want to get constant. I cannot get x. So I will not use the 729 to multiply x squared. Then I will get x squared, which is not independent of x. Alright, this one, 126x, no matter which term I multiply, I also have x. So I will just ignore the second term. And then 15x squared here, I will multiply this one. 4 over x squared, because you should be able to see the x squared and x squared we can actually simplify. So after we simplify, actually we can get the independent of x. So therefore it's 729 multiply negative 4 and plus 15 multiply 4. And then this one you can just use the calculator to quickly get your answer. 729 multiply negative 4 plus 60. So you should get negative 2856. So this is how you get the independent of x, and these 3 marks should be very easy. Let me see any comments about the question here. Alright, so okay, let's move on to the second questions. Yeah, some students ask about relative velocity, some students ask about tangent graph. When we see the question, maybe we can explain. Alright, so I just do not want to like disturb my own flow. Right, so this is remainder theorem and factor theorem. So you have a px here where a and b is a constant. Right, this sign is means what? This sign actually means you differentiate px. Huh? So when you differentiate px, it's divided by x plus 3, and there's a it's divided by x plus 3, and its remainder is negative 24. So the first thing is I trying to find differentiate of px here. I should get 6x squared plus 2ax plus b, isn't it? Since when you divide by x plus 3, so you should get negative 3. The remainder should be negative 4. this is how we actually do the remainder theorem. FA equals to R. This is how we actually do our remainder theorem here. So when you divide by x plus 3, you just make x plus 3 equal to 0. Then you should be able to know what value you should substitute for the x there. So you just, if you're not sure how I get negative 3, you just do x plus 3 equal to 0. You should be able to get x equal to negative 3, alright? Then, yeah, plug in the negative 3 into this equation. So, so 6 negative 3 square plus 2a negative 3 plus b equals to negative 24. So 9, 6, 54. Yeah, so, and then plus 24. I move 54 to the other side. Should be negative. So negative, so I have negative 6a plus b equals to negative 78. So move around. So yeah, so multiply negative for the whole thing lah. So 6a minus b equals to 78. Alright, which is the question 1 for us to do. Question 1 is to actually get this equation. So yeah, this is how we get it. And then the question asks you to find the value of a and b. So what we can do is, yeah, we need one more equation. Luckily, we have this information. They say 2x minus 1 is a factor of px. So I want to know what x value I should sub. I will make it equal to 0. X equals to 1 over 2. Then I will sub 1 over 2 into it. So p 1 over 2 will give me 0. So I will plug 1 over 2 into my px here. So 1 over 2 cubed is 1 over 8 plus a 1 over 2 squared is 1 over 4 plus b 1 over 2 minus 49 equals to 0. I will just simplify. I will get 4. And the whole equation I will multiply 4 to make my things easy. 1 plus a plus 2b minus 49 times 4 is 196 equal to 0. So I make a a subject, then I can do substitution maybe. Yeah, so a equals to 195 minus 2b. So I sub back into this equation. 195 minus 2b equals to 78. Yeah, the number is like a bit big, so I hope I didn't make any mistake here. 1170 minus 12b equals to 78. So 12b equals to minus 78. 1092 divided by 12. Okay, b is 91. Then I will need to find the a from here. So 6a minus 91 equals to 78. So 6a equals to plus 78. So you get 196 divided by 6. Am I do any mistake here? I hope not. Because the number I get is a bit weird here. Yeah, it's 84 and 27. I guess I do make some mistake here. So let me just double check here. So I will get 4 here plus a plus 2b minus 196 equals 0. Negative 195. Am I typed wrongly? 49 times 4. 196. 195 minus 2b. 6a minus b equals to 78. Alright, so I minus 195 times 6. Okay, so 12. So 1170 minus 78. So yeah, I want to double check my answer because I realize my answer is a bit weird. So let me just double check it. I still guess 91. A plus 2b. Yep, both of this equation is same with the marking scheme, but why am I substitute? Oh, 6a minus b. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I forgot about the minus b. Thanks for that. I am so stupid. Alright, so yep, 6 times 195. 1170 minus 12b minus b equals to 78. So here you have 13b minus 78. So you have 19 and then divided by 13. You have 84 here equals to b. Then you sub back here. So you should have 6a minus 84 equals to 78. So 6a equals to 162 divided by 6, a equals to 27. Right, just some simultaneous. Make sure you actually do it correctly. Alright, so so hence factorize completely for this one. So after we got a and b, so normally you need to plug in here. So my px should equals to 2x squared and 2x cubed plus 27x squared. B is 84 plus 84x minus 49. Alright, I just substitute my a and b back into my px here. Alright, this one tell me what? This one tell me qx will be my answer after the long division. So therefore, I will need to do a long division and divided by 2x minus 1. So qx will be my answer later, and my remainder should be 0. Okay, so the quick one, so I will get x squared here, so I get 2x cubed minus x squared. So I have 28x squared plus 84x, then I plus 14x in order to eliminate the first term, so I do 14x here. So I get 28x minus 14x here, and then okay, so minus will be plus, so this one will be 98x minus 49. So I minus 49, I get 98x minus 49. So this one with my qx, so the question asks you, yeah, px must be in this form. So my px is equals to 2x minus 1 and multiply with x squared plus 14x minus 49. And then factorize completely, so I will just factorize one more time. So this one should be x minus 7 squared. Alright, should be quite easy. If relative velocities and the vector don't come out, we will know that it's come in paper 2. For relative velocity, right? So is it negative 49? Yeah, it's negative 49. This is plus, sorry. This is plus. Yep, this is plus. And then yeah, then this is plus. Yeah, because some year actually they doesn't come out relative velocity. So and then they often doesn't come out relative velocity for June paper compared to October, November. If you check those past year, you will realize October, November always have relative velocity, but sometimes relative velocity will come out on May, June also. But yeah, it's very depend on your luck. Alright, number 5 is a log question over here. Alright, give your answer in terms of p. So I need to make my answer have this thing. So this is log 4 16 plus log 4 x. Because multiply we expand become plus. Log 4 16 is 2 plus p. Alright, quite simple. And then this one divide mean minus, right? Log 4 x7 minus log 4 256. Alright, log 4 7, we know 7 we can move to the front, becomes 7 p, because log 4x is p. And then this one log 4 256 should be 4. You might ask, how do I know that? Because this is not 4, sorry. Is it 4? Yeah, I guess it's 4, yeah. Because 256 we know is 4 power 4. So if I move the 4 to the front, so it's 4 multiply log 4 4, which is 1. So 4 times 1, which is 4. Same idea to log 4 16. I mean log 4 16. Because 16 is 4 square. So if I move the 2 to the front, I get 2 times 1, which is 2. Alright, so I hope you can understand. So let's move on to the next one. Using your answer in the part 1 and part 2 to solve this thing. Alright, so so basically just substitutes. So this one we know is 2 plus p minus this one I know is 7p minus 4 equals to 5. So we will just solve this one. So okay, negative 6p plus 6 equals to 5. So 6p equals to 1. P equals to 1 over 6. And what is my p? Because solve, that means they want to find x. Whenever you see the word solve, basically mean they want to find x. The p is log 4x, right? So log 4x equals to 1 over 6. So x equals to 4 power 1 over 6. Leave your answer in 2 decimal. So I will leave it 2 decimal only. Power of 1 over 6. So which is 1.26. This is how I get my x answer over here. Uh, 5 plus 6 equals to 11. Am I doing something wrong here? This is negative 6p, right? Negative 7p, negative 6p. I move the 6p to the other side, become positive 6p. And then this one is, yeah, should be correct. Alright, so yeah, you don't need any coffee now, but maybe I drink some water here. Alright, so yep, matrix. So you have an A, B, and C here. Write down the matrix product which are possible. You do not need to evaluate your product. So that means you just need to know like A, B, B, C, A, C, and all that, but you don't need to actually multiply them. So this is 2 times 2. This is 3 times 2. This is 1 times 3. So we, basically, if you do not know about metric order, we read row first, then we only read column. So like 2 times 2 means 2 row and 2 column. Like 3 times 2, that means 3 row and 2 column. Alright, in order to multiply them, the middle term must be the same. So like BA is possible. Because what? B is 3 times 2. A is 2 times 2. Do you see the middle term is the same? As long as the middle term is the same, then we can do the multiplication. So BA is possible, and yeah, so we know basically CB is possible. Yeah, I guess only these two. Okay, so B is given that x is this one, ask you to find x inverse. So just remember the inverse formula, which is 1 over AD minus BC, and negative D, negative A, B, DA, negative B, negative C. Yeah, I too long never do about inverse metric. So yeah, bit blur. So this one will be 6 minus negative 10, mean plus 10. And then swap, you will get 3, 2. Both of these add negative, you got 2, negative 5. Alright, so it's 1 over 16. 3, 2, negative 5, 2. Alright, so (6a) can I write as a BAC? Write down the metric product which are possible. I guess should be okay because it doesn't say they want to write down the matrix products which are possible. If we do BAC is not possible because A cannot multiply with C. You can see that A here is 2, C is 1. So you cannot write BAC. You will not get a mark from that because A cannot multiply C. So I guess it's better you write both separate. Alright, so the next thing, hence find the Z matrix. So Z is a matrix. So therefore, if I move my X matrix to the other side, it will be here. We got X inverse Y. So I just got my X inverse, which is 1 over 16, 3, 2, negative 5, 2. And I have my Y, which is 4, 1, 2, 0. Then I will multiply the matrix first, then only I do the 1 over 16. So this is 12 plus 4. Alright, 12 plus 4. And then this is 3 plus 0. this is negative 20 plus 4, and then this one is negative 5 plus 0. Right, I hope I didn't make any mistake here. So this is 1 over 16, this is 16, 3, negative 16, negative 5. So if I multiply in, I should get 1, 3 over 16, negative 1, negative 5 over 16. Alright, should be quite simple. CBA, okay, you all still like discuss the CBA thing. Let me see, CBA. Yeah, I think CBA is possible, but then I checked the marking scheme over here. Somehow they're trying to mean it's multiply of two metrics. Yeah, because over here they doesn't say much. They just say metric product which are possible. So I guess maybe you will get mark, but then it's not in the marking scheme. So I guess you just do like this, because the question doesn't ask you to multiply all the three metrics. So they say whatever possible. So yeah, if I mark the exam paper, I will give this correct. But then this one is not in the marking scheme. So yeah, you just separate them. Some more is 2 mark. Maybe you write 2 metrics is easier for them to count also. Alright, so okay, 7 is search. Right, so find the area of ABCD. Given your answer in that form. Alright, so get the area is half times A plus B multiply high, right? This is area of trapezium. So my A is 2 plus 3 sub 5. My B is 6 plus 3 sub 5. And my height will be 10 minus 2 sub 5. Alright, so basically what I'm doing here is 2 plus 6, A. This one plus this one, you get 6 sub 5. And 10 minus 2 sub 5. So yeah, I will need to do the multiplication here first. This is 80 minus 16 sub 5 plus 60 sub 5. And then this one will give me 12 times 5 is minus 60. I guess I didn't make a lot of mistake here. So this is half 20, and then this one should be minus 44 sub 5. So my final answer is 10 minus 22 sub 5. Yeah, should be quite simple for this one. And find the cotangents BCD. Give your answer in that form. Okay, let me see where's the angle first. BCD. BCD is about this angle. So since about trigo, so I will need a triangle. So I add this line by myself. So it's a plus, not minus. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's a plus. Thanks for that. Okay, so yep, you're right. It's a plus. So thanks for that. Alright, so yeah, I don't need coffee. So right now, because the question says about cotangent, so I need a triangle. So I do the tangent first. So if I want to do tangent this angle, basically is OA. So here, if here is 2 plus 3 sub 5, here should be 4 only, isn't it? So here is just 4. It's weird. How many mark here? 3 mark. Okay. So here should be 10 minus 2 sub 5. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so yeah, here is 4. So tangent is OA. 10 minus 2 sub 5 over 4. So cotangent means what? They say cotangent BAD, right? So basically it flip over 4 over 10 minus 2 sub 5. So then I will need to do the rationalize over here. So rationalize, basically I will need to A plus B multiply A minus B, right? So therefore, after I do already, I should get 10 times 10 is 100, and then minus 4, 5, 20. top is 40 plus 8 sub 5. Alright, so here is over 80, so I will simplify like 40 over 80 plus 8 over 80 sub 5. So it's just 1 over 2 plus 1 over 10 sub 5. Yup, because they ask you to live in this form, right? So I guess this is my final answer here. Yeah, I guess you should be able to write 0.5 if you want to. Yeah, it's 1 over 2, it's half, yeah. Alright, the next one, number 8 here. The diagram actually shows the velocity time graph of the particle P move in a straight line, Alright, so they ask about acceleration at time equal to 5. Time equal to 5, which is here. You can see this is constant, right? Constant speed means acceleration should be 0. Alright, so quite straightforward. Find the distance traveled by the particle from 0 to 10. So for velocity time graph, you should know distance basically means area. So I will need to find the area for here. So I can see I have 1 trapezium and 2 trapezium. Yeah, I do trapezium, it seems like quite easy. This trapezium should be half 6 plus 4 multiplied 10. So which is 50. And then for second trapezium, this trapezium should be half 20 plus 10 multiplied 4 to 60. So this one will be 60. So the total area traveled is just plus together should be 110. Alright, quite straightforward. Okay, this is kinematics. So a particle Q moves such that its velocity v t second after the fixed point. Oh, I guess it's fixed point is given by this one. So yeah, so find the speed when t equal to this one. So basically this one is the bonus mark. Why? I'm not sure why he come out until so simple for February and March. But I heard February and March is for India student only, right? Alright, so let's do this one, but make sure your calculator in radian. Then you should be good. So 3 multiply sine 7 pi over 6 minus 1. So it's negative 5 over 2. Alright, so the question asked about speed, so we cannot have negative. Speed must always modulus it, so it's 5 over 2 meter per second. Because velocity we can have the negative because have the direction, but speed must always positive. Alright, find the least value of the t when the acceleration of 0. Least value means minimum value. Maximum, minimum, we know basically we need to differentiate. So therefore, it means dv dt must equal to 0, and then we wanted to find t. So I will differentiate that. This equation will give me 6 cos 2t equals to 0. So cos 2t equals to 0. Yup, so 2t should equals to pi over 2. T should equals to pi over 4. Alright, it's basically quite simple. You just move the cos to the other side and then you will get the answer over here. I don't think the mark will be deducted if you don't write any unit, so I guess should be okay. Even the marking scheme also don't write the unit, so I think unit should be okay, but and it's understood. So yeah, and this MF, maybe MF is more on calculation, it's not so much on units. Alright, so okay, number 9. The area of sector of the circle radius. Okay, so we have a sector here, and then area over here is 36, and then you show that the parameter is this one. So this is r, this is theta. From here, I know half r squared theta equals to 36, because this is formula for area of sector. And then arc length is r theta, so parameter is basically 2r plus r theta. So over here, you realize this equation given don't have the theta. So if you don't have theta means what? Here I will need to make theta as a subject. So it becomes 72 over r squared. So therefore, P equals to 2r plus r, 72 over r squared. So P equals to 2r plus 72 over r. And I got my answer. So yeah, basically it's about formula because area of the sector is half r squared theta. So if you understand that, so I should write half r squared theta equals 36. And then over here, parameter, right? Parameter is r plus r, and then arc length is basically is r theta. Then I plus all of them together. And then I realize this equation over here don't have any theta. So I know my previous equation, I will need to make the theta as a subject. Alright, I hope you are good. Hence, given that r can be verified as stationary value of p and determine its nature. Determine its nature means differentiate second time. Sorry about parameter, right? So d2p dr squared. Alright, this is second derivative. So I will need to differentiate the first time, dp dr first. This is going to give me 2 minus 72 over r squared. This is simple differentiation. I hope you are good. Yeah, after I done this video will be automatically uploaded to the YouTube, so you will no need to worry. Okay, so yeah, and then stationary means either maximum or minimum, right? So dp dv will be equal to 0. Okay, it will be dp dv dr, sorry, dp dr equals to 0. So I will just solve this thing. So 72 over r squared equals to 2. And then r squared equals to 36, r equals to positive 6. I will not write positive negative 6 here because of the length cannot be negative. Alright, so but they asked about stationary value, so you shouldn't stop at r because they asked about p value. So 6 plus 72 over 6. So this one you can use the calculator. Should be 12 plus 12, which is 24. Yep, this one should be 24 cm. And then the question also asks you to determine its nature. So basically, you know I need to differentiate one more time here to actually get the d2p dr squared. So which is, this is negative 2. Negative 2 should be positive 144 over r cubed. Alright, so I will sub my r here, 6 cubed. So this is bigger than 0. So therefore, it is bigger than minimum value. This is the nature of the p-value because if you get positive, it's the minimum. If you get negative, it is the maximum value. Alright. Should be take plus 6 and minus 6. Because r is a length. Length we only take positive 6. Is that 3 dot okay? Yeah, you don't need to do the 3 dot thing. Okay, just ignore it. Alright, so yeah, let's go to question number 10 here. So a curve is such that x equals 0 and y equals to 5. Alright, so find the equation of the curve. You should know in the whole IGCSE MF syllabus, only one way to get the equation of the curve, which is integrate dy dx. Whenever you see find the equation of the curve, you need to integrate dy dx. So, but then you don't have any equation about dy dx. This is the reason why they give you second derivative. So I want to get my first dy dx first by integrate second derivative. By integrate d2y dx squared. So if I integrate this one, I will integrate 4e2x plus 3. So integrate this one is 4e2x over 2 plus 3x plus c. So this is dy dx. This is the reason why he give you this value to help you to find your c value. This is 10, 2e2x, and x is 0. Sorry, so I can sub and plug in the 0 here, plus 3, 0, plus c. So c should equals to 8, because this one is 2, right? So c equals to 8. So therefore, my dy dx is equals to 2e2x plus 3x plus a. So in order to get y, I will need to integrate dy dx, 2e2x plus 3x plus a. So if I integrate this equation over here, I will get what? I will get 2e2x over 2 plus 3x squared over 2 plus 8x. Okay, don't write plus c anymore because a lot of students used to write plus c, but c you already used just now, so you have to make sure you don't write c anymore. Alright, so therefore I will need to sum in my x and y. So y is negative 5, x is 0. So this one should give me 1, 0, 0 plus d. So d is negative 6. So therefore, my equation of y is e 2x plus 3 over 2x squared plus 8x minus 6. Alright, this is how I get my equation on the curve quickly. Alright, so I hope you can easily get this 7 marks, should be quite easy. Yeah, unit vector is in your IGCSE syllabus, so make sure you know how to do. And magnitude basically is just do the Pythagoras. Alright, the second part, the equation of the normals to the curve. So I said many times how to get the equation of normal. You basically just follow these steps. Step 1, do dy dx. Step 2, sub x value into the dy dx. Step 3, find the m2 equals to m1. This one basically gradient of tangent, which you already will get in the step 2. Okay, step 4, you form the equation. Gradient of normal, okay, x minus x1. So you just follow this 4 steps and then you can easily get the equation of normal. And in this case, we already have the dy dx already, so which is here. So I know you differentiate when x equals to 1 over 4. So I will just bring this equation over here. So my dy dx equals to 2e. 1 over 4 times 2 is 1 over 2. 1 over 4 plus 8. Alright, so it's a very weird thing but I will try to type in everything in the calculator because this seems a bit weird to me. Plus 3 over 4 plus 8. Okay, so my gradient is basically 12.05. So I want to find my m2, which is negative 1 divided by my answer just now. Okay, it's negative 0.083. So I want to find my y value when x equals to 1 over 4. So I will sub the 1 over 4 into here to get my y value. Alright, so yeah, I just type in the calculator and then my e 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2, 1 over 16. 1 times 1 over 4 equal to 2 minus 6. Okay, then you type this one into a calculator. E 1 over 2 plus 3 over 32 minus 4. Oops. No, I typed wrongly. Let me just type again. Plus 3 over 32 minus 4. So we should get y equals to negative 2.26. And from the equation, y plus 2.26 equals to negative 0.083. And then x minus 1 over 4. Yeah, I kind of need to solve this equation. So y equals to negative 0.083x. Yep, it's very weird here. So plus, okay, 0.0075 minus 2.26. Then I get my final equation here. Minus 2.25. I hope this is correct, even though it looks a bit unusual for me. Yup, I guess this is correct. But I get 1 over 12. Let me see, is it 1 over 12 is same value with me? Yup. So, even though it's a bit weird, but yeah, it's correct here. So, yep, let's go to the last question of this paper. Yeah, there's an X here. Thanks for that. There's an X here. Yep, must have. Alright, so gradient should be 1 over 10, right? No? How do you get 1 over 10? I don't get it. If you have some time, maybe we can have a look. One more paper, I will choose some difficult questions for you guys. Let's finish the question 11 here. Alright, so yeah, we have sine x and cos x equal to half tangent x. I don't like about tangent. I will change tangent into sine over cos here. And then I will move everything together because I try to factorize the things I think is possible. So this one you can group together if you want to. So I can say this is sine x over 2 cos x equals 0. Alright, then I can factorize out the sine x, very obvious. So I will get the cos x minus 1 over 2 cos x equals 0. So over here I will get sine x equals 0. And another way I will get this one is basically cos x equals to 1 over 2 cos x. So cos square x equals to half. Then cos x equals to square root 1 over 2, positive, negative. Why only get 3 marks? This one so many words to do. Yeah, because positive, negative, right? Positive, negative mean 4 quadrant. But the question, the range only 0 to 180. That means I only need to do the first and second. This one should be 45. If you type in the calculator, the second quadrant, this is 45, right? The second 45 is here. So the second is 135. Or you can do the 180 minus 35. And this one, sine will get 0. You should know which is 0 and 180. Because this range over here is given the 0 and 180. So it's an equal sign here. So you basically need to include the 0 and 180 here. So low B. Yeah, so let's have a look on the B here. Okay, B here's they ask us to show, and it's 3 marks. This is second theta. So can we do sine square 2x? How do you get sine square 2x? I am a bit lost. Can you scroll up? Yeah, I scroll up already. Any issue here? Yeah, there's no sine square 2x here. Here you you mean this one you need to change to sine 1 minus sine square x? I don't think so. I mean you can do that, but it's not a good idea. Question 10. What happened to question 10? Yep, question 10 is here. Which part you need? The question 10? Oh, you mean isn't the gradient equals to 10? Alright. Okay, this gradient equals to 10 is when x equals to 0. But then over here, they say the x is no longer 0 because your x is 1 over 4. Because for a curve here, different x value basically will give you different gradient. So you cannot take the gradient 10 for it because you have the different x value. Just now the x is equal to 0, this one x equals to 1 over 4. This is the reason why you need to refine your gradient value. So this is the reason why you see I do a lot of substitution there. Alright, I hope I do explain well to you. Alright, so let's go to the second part here. Alright, so okay, let me straight away do. Second basically is 1 over cos theta. Sine is this one. Cotangent is cos theta over sine theta. So basically you can see this sine theta will multiply the top, right? So 1 minus sine square theta over cos theta. So 1 minus sine square equals to cos square theta over cos theta. Then I simplify, I get cos theta. Alright, this is a very easy question. As long as you know how to do a simple fraction, you should be fine. Alright, so okay, so let me move on to the next one. So they asked about this thing equals to the half here. Yeah, recently IGCSE they love about negative angle. So make sure you know how to find a negative angle because I already see all the 2018 paper or 2017 paper. You have so many negative angle here. Yeah, so make sure you know how to do. But let's do this one. You can realize this one and this one is very similar. The only difference is the angle, the theta, they change to 3 theta. So therefore, my cos I will change to 3 theta as well. Alright, so 3 theta equals to, I move my cos to the other side, I should get pi over 3. Alright, cos get positive in the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant, which is pi over 3, sorry. Alright, so my second angle here should be 2 pi minus pi over 3, right? So which is 5 pi over 3. And my negative angle will be exactly the same, negative pi over 3 and negative 5 pi over 3. So in order to find the theta, I will divide 3 for every single one. Theta over pi over 9, 5 pi over 9, and negative pi over 9, and negative 5 pi over 9. Yep, this is how you get all the answer here. Just in case some students do not know how to find a negative angle, so I will just explain a little bit. Okay, negative angle basically is the same. So if I say negative 30 degree, basically means from the 0 here, I move clockwise to this direction, 30 degree. This one called negative 30. So if I say negative 150 degree, that means I move from 0 here all the way to here, negative 150. This is how the negative angle works. So therefore, if you want, the easiest thing is, okay, the first quadrant, okay, for negative, now I'm saying about negative, so you ignore about positive thing first. This one is negative theta. This is negative 180 minus theta. Or in this case, we use pi because it's radian. This one is negative pi plus theta. This one is negative 2 pi minus theta. Yeah, you can just apply this one. You should be able to get your answer easily. But you need to know which quadrant cos will get positive. Because cos get positive in the first and fourth quadrant. So you always need to do that also. Yeah, I see so many questions here. Question 11 is 3 mark. And this is 4 mark. Yup, they can give whatever mark they want. How do you know the product of two matrices? Actually, there's no way I know there's a product of two matrices. But then because I see 2 mark, if you like join the 3 matrix together, it doesn't seem like given 2 mark. Because the common sense, when I see which is 2 product of the matrix is possible, then I will think, can this matrix multiply with this matrix? Or can the second matrix multiply with the third matrix? So I would think like that. So my common sense is just write the 2 different matrices there. So I mean the cos square 2x. How do you find range again? Yeah, if you don't know how to find the range and domain things, you can go to check out my video. I have a video about range and domain for function. You just go to my YouTube channel and then you type about the range and domain for function, IGCSE. You should be able to check, find out that video. Cos square x. The proving part. What's wrong with the proving part? Alright, so you can always use other method. You not necessarily must follow me. You use other method as long as the thing is correct, then should be fine. So 2 pi minus theta or the minus must be outside. For negative theta, right, then minus must be outside. So you can see just now I get the pi over 3, right? So theta, if theta equals, I mean whatever angle, in this case theta is not a good idea. Maybe alpha or whatsoever. So basically I just take negative pi over 3. And cos positive in this quadrant and this quadrant, right? Sorry, this one negative must be outside. Negative must be outside. Negative must be outside, yeah. So for the second one must be negative 2 pi minus pi over 3. This is how I get the negative 5 pi over 3. Okay, so negative must be outside. Can you show question 10? Yeah, my question 10 is here. So can you tell us what to do if we can't solve the questions? Yeah, because for MF, you basically have about 11 questions. and in 2 hours. So 11 questions in 2 hours, you 120 minutes divide by 11. So you have about 11 minutes for one question. This is something very crucial. When you see the questions, you read one time, you read the second time, you still cannot solve it, skip it and then go to the next question. Because somehow you might spend like 20 minutes in one question, then it mean what? It mean you might have another one question you have not enough time to do. So you have 11 questions, and each question you have about 11 minutes. So make sure you use your times wisely. If you cannot do, because you just imagine like doing MF is like playing games, and then you're trying to get as many points as possible, right? So if like those questions cannot give you point, why you still stay on that question? You should just skip it and go to other questions. Yeah, a lot of students worry about combination and permutation. I have few video about that. You can go check it out, because over here it's very hard for me to like explain the combination and permutation for you in a few minutes. Same thing, go to relative velocity. But let me see, can I actually open one more papers to... Okay, let's see. Yeah, maybe we can do like one more relative velocity questions. I am not sure. Let's see, do we have any relative velocity questions here or not? Okay. Yeah, for relative velocity, I guess it's easier for you to check out my video, because my video I cover a lot of relative velocity past year questions. Okay, so can you do a problem solving for logs? Can you show us the last question, the negative part? Alright, just wait for a moment. Oops. Okay, let me just explain a little bit on negative part lah. Let's say sine theta equals to -half, and I give you the range over here. I say the theta, I don't use theta lah, because theta is very confusing. I say sine A or sine X, maybe you X lah. Alright, and then I say X must be between must be between -360 to 0. Okay, I want to get this thing right. So therefore, first thing is I need to find reference angle, right? If this is negative, we need to find reference angle. And then reference angle tell me is 30 degrees. Alright, then I need to analyze myself. Sine will get negative. Add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee tell me sine will get negative in the second and third. So then I will apply the rule here. If for negative theta, we go this direction, right? So the first one is negative theta, second is negative 180 minus theta. This is negative 180 plus theta. This one is negative 360 minus theta. So I need to take these two quadrants. It's 30 degrees, right? So therefore, you can see like 180 minus 30, you get 150. So it's negative 150. And then this one is 180 plus 30 degrees. So it's 210. And then add a negative 210. And then you can always double check by type in your calculator. You type sine negative 150, calculator will tell you it's -half. And then you type sine negative 210, calculator will tell you it's -half as well. This is how we do the negative angle. If for radian, you just change the 180 into the pi, you should be able to get a correct answer over here. Okay. So don't we be negative 360 plus, yeah, if you want to multiply the negative into here, you will get negative 360 plus theta. But I prefer to let my negative outside, then I can calculate quickly in my brain, alright? But then, yeah, the one is the fourth quadrant. In this case, it's not relevant lah. Yeah, just leave the negative outside. negative sign is a oh, sorry, negative sign is a third and fourth. Negative sign is third and fourth. Yeah, my bad. Negative sign is third and fourth. Yeah, you're right. So therefore, fourth will give you negative 310. Yeah, as you go to coffee terrace is third and fourth. Thanks for that. Yep, sorry for confusing you. Alright, so what time now? 11:30. Can you review tangent graph quickly? Yeah, just now the student asked about tangent graph. Tangent graph is very easy. So basically, you need to draw two dotted line. This one they call exits asymptotes, but then you don't need to know what is exit asymptotes. As long as you know if the tangent graph touch this dotted line, it will get math error. And then dotted line will be 90 degree and 270 degree. And then tangent must always start from 0 and then stop at 180 and also stop at 360. So we'll start from 0. So I will go very near to 90. I cannot touch 90. Then I get all the way here. I shouldn't touch the dotted line. Yeah, this is how we do the tangent graph. Very simple. Yeah, tangent graph, I think just do the dotted line because it's very important. Yeah, see, we have a little bit time, so I try to review one more paper here, which is 2018 paper, but I will choose those questions I haven't discussed in this paper. Means, yeah, so I choose those questions. This one just now we discussed already. Similar one, I will just skip all these things. Yeah, log should be very easy. Yeah, this one we did just now. Okay, we do vector because just now we didn't do vector. So let's have a look on the vector here. So OA is equals to A. This is A. And OB is equals to B. This is B. And OC is equals to C. This is C here. Alright, find AD equals to MA and C here. Okay, later we'll go into the graph again if you are so worried about the graph. Yeah, because I'm trying to cover some topic I haven't discussed to maybe can help you a little bit tomorrow. Yep. So let me go into this question. So okay, because they want M, so the only M is over here. So therefore I have to do AD equals to the M AC. Yeah, AC basically is negative A plus C, right? Alright, very straightforward. And AD in terms of A and B. So this one it doesn't say about M. So I need to go another way to find my AC. So another way to find my AD, sorry. So basically you can see AD is negative A plus B, right? Yeah, so AD is negative A plus B. And I guess the first one I should do wrong already because they asked about, yeah, AC, right? AC, yeah, correct. A minus C. I mean negative A plus C. Alright, so should be okay, right? So given that 15A equals to 16B minus 9C. Yeah, this one is a little bit tricky. Why? Because suddenly it come out something like this and then they ask you to find M here. Okay, so you need to get the idea like how can you actually join AD together, because your AD over here you have M, right? You join them together and then you get something like this, and then by the comparing method you should be able to get M, because this is a bit unusual question in vector. So therefore what I will do is I sub AD into the AD. I should get maybe I just separate them, negative MA plus MC. So negative MA plus MC equals to negative A plus B. And then I try to arrange until I got something like this. So this one is what? Negative MA plus A. C is the other side, right? Equals to B minus MC. Alright, so over here, my A, I have some unknown, C, I have some unknown, only B don't have any unknown here. So therefore, I try to make my B become 16B. So I will need to multiply 16 here. And the arrow is actually opposite. I will try to make my B become 16B here. So I will multiply 16 for the whole equation. So therefore, I will get 16. This one I factorize out the A, right? So negative 16m plus 1 plus 16a equals to 16b minus 16c. Alright, then from here I can get my m easily because, oh sorry, this is mc, right? So therefore 9 equals to 16m. Then m equals to 9 over 16. Yep, I guess this is how we get it. Or you can comparing A if you want. You can get something like negative 16m plus 16 equals to 15. Then over here you will get A. You should get the same result here. Am I did anything wrong here? Plus A. Yeah, because if I move like this, I get 16m equals to 1. M equals to, no, something wrong here. Equals to 15. This is negative m plus 1. Because both must give you the same result here. Am I doing anything wrong above here? Equals to MAC. AC is negative A plus C.
Yes.
My Siri actually thought I call him, which is not. 16b times 16mc here equals to 9. Negative 16 plus 16 equals to the 15. Because here, if I factorize out the A, I get negative m plus 1a. I times 16. Negative 16m plus 16 equals to 15. Because both also should give me the same m value, no matter which way. So I think I did something wrong here. But I couldn't find. Oh, yeah, this is minus mc plus a. 16m equals 16m equals to negative 9. 16m equals to 9. M equals to 9 over 16. 9 over 16. Negative m plus mc, negative a plus b. AD, negative a plus b, which is correct. Minus m plus mc. Let me just redo it again, because should be this way of doing it. And I take out the a, 1 minus ma equals to b minus mc. So I multiply 16 for the whole thing here. I get 16b, right? So 16 1 minus ma equals to 16b minus 16mc. So 16 1 minus m equals to 15. Yeah, it's the same, right? 1 minus m equals to 15 over 16. M equals to 1 over 16. This one, if I do negative 16m equals to negative 9, m equals to 9 over 16. I don't know which part I got wrong. But question 2. Oh, part 2 I got wrong. Oh, yeah, part 2 I got wrong. Because this is OB is a whole thing. So therefore, yeah, I need to use the information given here. So yeah, thanks for that. So no wonder I got the different result. So OD equals to 2 dB. So so therefore OD over dB equals to 2 over 1. So OD is ratio 2, dB is ratio 1. So therefore, this is 2 over 3b. And then here is 1 over 3b. So therefore, this one is plus 2 over 3b. So therefore, when I do the multiplication here, this one should be 2 over 3 here. Yeah. So this one should be 2 over 3b and then minus MC. So 2 over 3b minus MC. And then now I need to think how to make the 2 over 3 become 16. So 2 over 3 multiply x becomes 16. So x is basically A is 24. So I need to multiply 24 for the whole equation here. So therefore I have 24 1 minus m A equals to 16b minus 24 MC. Alright, so if I do comparing A, 24 1 minus m equals to 15, and 1 minus m equals to 15 over 24, which is the 3 over 8. 5 divided by 3, right? Divided by 3 is 5 over 8. So therefore m equals to 3 over 8. So if I do on the other side, 24m equals to 9. M equals to 9 over 24 should be 3 over 8 as well. Yeah, because for this kind of question, both must actually get the same value of m. Alright, so yeah, I'm so sorry, stuck for a while for these questions. Yeah, trigo, we did the trigo. Okay, this is a bit about range because the student asked about range just now. Yeah, so let's have a look on this one. Okay, for trigo, normally you can substitute the domain into it to find the range, but not necessarily all the time you can do that. But in this case, you can, because this is sine x over 4. So is x over 4 equals to 2 pi, x equals to 8 pi. It means what? It means one cycle will be 8 pi for this sine graph. They will stop at 8 pi here. So this is 4 pi. So this question only says about 0 to 2 pi. That means you only want to know from here to here. This is 0 to 2 pi. So therefore, you can straight away do the substitution into here to get the range, because you can see 0 to 2 pi over here is basically is one-to-one function. One-to-one function, you can do the substitution, or else sometimes you need to find the maximum or minimum. So in this case, you can just do the substitution. You do the f0, then you get 5, and then you get f2 pi, then you get 5 plus sine pi over 2, which is 1, so equals 6. So your range should be between 5 and 6. Simple. Okay. What is the different range and function for inverse and normal? I don't get you, Jen. I don't get your questions. How do you differentiate one-to-one function and one-to-many function? As long as you can get one x value only lead to one y value is one-to-one. If one y value can lead to many x value, that means it's many to one. Example, so if I have a curve look like this, you can see one y value actually lead to 1, 2, 3 x value. x1, x2, x3. This one we call many to one. One-to-one graph is like the straight line. you can see no matter how you find one x value, only can get one y value. Or the curve like exponent graph. Exponent graph is 1 to 1 as well. Yeah, this is how we do 1 to 1 and many to 1. But if you still do not know, I'm not going to explain again here. You just go to watch my function video. Alright, so okay, f inverse and right is range. So f inverse is quite simple. So we're going to make y equals to 5 plus sine x over 4. So y minus 5 inverse sine equals to x over 4. So x equals to 4 inverse sine y minus 5. So f inverse x equals to 4 sine inverse x minus 5. And then the question asks about range. Range of inverse you should know equals to the domain of, the same with the domain of fx. Domain of fx is given here, right? So just copy, change the x into f inverse. That's all. Okay, so you should know range of f inverse will equal to the domain of fx, and domain of f inverse will same with the range of fx. Alright. Sometimes you have to change the sign either side of f in the range, right? Not really change the sign. Yeah, you just need to change the middle term. Like domain middle term is always x. Range is depend your is fx or gx or f inverse. Then we will write accordingly. Okay, then the composite function is very simple. I'm not going to do. Equation of normal is simple. Integration should be quite easy also. Remainder theorem, factor theorem. Okay, yeah, no more already. So yeah, let's go to the tangent. Okay, let's do about integration now, because some students might need integration. Where's my integration? Okay, so find the coordinate of a and b. A and b is basically is a intersection point. Sub y into the y here. So x plus a equals to 12 plus x minus x squared. So x squared will equals to minus 4 equals 0. So x equals to 2, x equals to negative 2 lah, simple. So this one should be negative 2, this one should be 2. They asked about coordinates, so coordinate need x and y, so I will sub back into here. So when x equals to 2, 2 plus 8, y equals to 10. So I have 2, 10, which is my b here. When negative 2 plus 8, y equals to 6. So I have my a equals to negative 2, 6. Alright, I can get the coordinate easily. And then integrate this thing. Okay, so I just integrate, I get 12, I will get 12x plus x squared over 2 minus x cubed over 3 plus c. Alright, quite simple. Showing find the area of shaded region. So in order to get this shaded region, like, yeah, there's two ways you can do. One is you integrate this curve minus the area of trapezium here. You should be able to see this is a trapezium area. So you integrate the curve, you minus the trapezium bottom, then you can get the shaded region. Or if I do, basically I will do faster a bit. I will write the curve equation on the top here, and then I will minus the straight line equation, and then from negative 2 to 2. This is the faster way of get the answer without finding the trapezium. Yeah, so what we do over here is, yeah, we minus first before we start to do any integration. So x minus x 0, so this one minus 8, so I get basically 4 minus x squared. So then this one give me 4x minus x cubed over 3 to negative 2. Then you can type in your calculator. You should be able to get the answer quite easily. This one is 8 minus 8 over 3 minus negative 8 plus 8 over 3. So basically you realize they both are the same. So you can basically time 2 of your answer if you want to. So 8 minus 8 over 3. But if you are not comfortable, you can just type everything together. So you get 33 over 3. Alright, so Yeah, this is how we do this kind of question. Okay. So okay, let me go to the tangent. Yeah, this tiger just like so aggressive. Okay, if you get this one, A basically is the amplitudes. But then amplitude use tangent actually quite hard for me to actually explain about the amplitudes here. Bx basically is related to the period. We use the bx to find the period. If you want me to explain what is b, is like cycle in 180 in for tangent lah. For sine and cos is how many cycle you have in 360 degree. So C is like how many unit is going to shift up and shift down. The whole graph going to move up and move down is based on the C value here. So let's say I give a simple one. 3 tangent 2x plus 1. Okay, if I want to draw this thing, first idea is plus 1. So I will do the 1 first. Imagine if this is 1 here. So I will draw all my tangent graph over here. 2x here means what? 2x equals to 180, x equals to 19. Right now my one cycle is 90 degree. So my dotted line is always divide 2. So 90 divided by 2 is 45. So I have 45 degree. So here I need another 90 degrees. So this is 135. So you can see from 1 here, I get very close to the dotted line. And then here, I will stop at the middle here and get very close here. And then I will stop here. And then this one should be 180. Okay, over here, you can see normally my 180 or 0, I will start from 0, but because plus 1, so my whole graph actually shift 1 unit above. So therefore, my everything is stuck at 1 here. And you might ask, how about the 3? The 3 is amplitude. Tangent is very hard to see the amplitude. So the graph is still look like this. Even this is 300 tangent 2x, the graph is still look like this. But if you really want to know where exactly the 3 actually is hidden at the 22.25, the half of 45, 22.5 degree here. Yeah, here you have 4 plus 3. Yeah, this is how you can actually get the amplitude. But normally, amplitude, if you want to draw tangent graph, right, amplitude most of the time, you can just ignore the amplitude. But for sine and cos might be different a little bit. So let's say y equals to a sine bx plus c. Alright, so let's say give an equation. Bx here means how many cycles have in 360. So let's say I do 4 sine 3x plus 2. Example, don't want keep on plus, maybe minus 2. Alright, so same idea, I will draw this x-axis and y-axis first. And then because negative 2, I will start doing my negative 2 line, which is here. Amplitude 4 tell me what? My maximum value will from the negative 2, I will add negative 4. I will add 4. From negative 2 here, I will minus 4. This is how I get my amplitude. So if I plus 4 here, I get 2. Here I minus 4 here, I actually get negative 6. So my whole graph should be between here. Okay, then I go to the 3x. 3x equals to 360 degree. X equals to 120. This one tell me what? This cycle actually should stop at 120 degree. So therefore, if I draw this one myself, I will draw nicely and end at, oops, let me just redraw it again. It doesn't look very nice. So here should be 120. So half of it should be 60. If you want to continue draw until 360, that means you continue draw. Because one cycle is 180, right? That means now this the second cycle is 240. And the third cycle will be 360. This is how we do sine. Cos should be the same also, as long as you know the pattern. Alright, I guess that's all for today. Anything you want to ask me before I end the live streaming today? Yeah, we might have one more live streaming on Thursday night. I guess your paper is on Friday, isn't it? So we might have one more on Thursday night, and yeah, to help you out on the paper 2. Yeah, I have a lot of relative velocity video in my YouTube channel. Please go to check it out. Thursday night, I guess it's about 9 or 10 p.m. I will update the time. I will update the time in my YouTube channel. So you just make sure you subscribe my YouTube channel and click the bell button. You see a bell button over there. Yeah, click over there. Yeah, I will announce over there. Yeah, about domain and range of function. I have one whole video specially talk about that in my YouTube channel. It is free, so please check it out. Yeah, you still have some time to actually check it out. So yeah, I wish you all the best for tomorrow exam, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Wednesday cannot, because Wednesday I have my own master class. Yeah, every Wednesday I have my master class. I will teach the SPM student. So only Thursday night I'm free. I'm so sorry, but yes, tomorrow please bring your confidence to the exams. Yeah, because confidence is a very important issue to score well. A lot of students think, nah, this is just like top shit or something like that. But it's true, because you have a confidence, you can answer the question quickly, and you can do better lah. So yeah, make sure you bring more pen and your calculator. Make sure you have battery, or bring one more extra calculator to exam hall. And eat vitamin C if you're going to burn the midnight oil. Alright, so yeah, see you guys again on Thursday night. Bye bye. And good night. Where is my mouse cursor?